I can blame you for trying to fence me in, but that's your fault. Hell, you brought in this outside dog. I'm born to howl at the moon. You know I need me some room for chasing me all night and then sleeping till noon. Gonna do what I do, girl. Hell no, it ain't you, girl. Yeah, I've heard it before, and I know that it hurts. Baby, you ain't the first girl who tried to tighten up the collar, clean me up, pull me up out the holler. That's one pill I ain't never gonna swallow. There's only one way this ends. Me running off you on the porch crying. Girl, don't guess I can blame you for trying to fence me in, but that's your fault. Hell, you brought in this outside dog. Yes, outside dog. Ever since you laid eyes on me, you've been barking up the wrong damn tree. Girl, you try to tighten up the collar, clean me up, pull me up out the holler. That's one pill I ain't never gonna swallow. There's only one way this ends. Me running off you on the porch crying. Girl, don't guess I can blame you for trying to fence me in. That's your fault. Hell, you brought in this outside dog. Yeah, this outside dog.
Why you all in my face, taking up all of my space? You should get out of my way, you should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do, I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think, you should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way. I got too many plays, I don't even play. Out of my way, get out of my way, out of my way, out of my way.
Super way up, get your weight up, put your plate up. You a foreign, we at war, and I got all the hallelujah, Talladega, baby. My friends coming with all their friends, and we get active, yeah. We get active, yeah. All of my tattoos black, my eyes bloodshot red. I'm ready right now.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. But tonight we kick off Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the New York Giants. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Hurts throwing right away. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there. And it'll bring up a second.
Hey, Will, throw my stream in the Discord, bro.
I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 41. In motion left is Wilson. Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles, knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Barkley is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And on the left side here, Wilson. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start with a run by Tracy. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here's Dart. That's complete. It's Neighbors. And spins away. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run. A 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to Jalen Hyatt. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A nice throw there by the rookie from Ole Miss. And he's got his guys a 1st down. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Dart. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think we'll see Northern trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing his dart. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Jahad Campbell. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Graham Gano for the Giants field goal.
And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Yeah, they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at the 38-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles 1st down as he'll get the ball down inside the 30.
1st down, Philadelphia.
Here's Hurts to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
That one's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Throwing his Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles! A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Giants 3. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago and in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Dart. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. To throw is Dart. That one taken in by Neighbors. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
It's now 3rd down.
3rd down and 1. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. But he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. To throw now, Dart. He'll buy some time right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Partner, you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll drop the throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They're going to look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with it.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Rolling to his left. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. A 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Throwing, Dart. And that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And his throw here's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Dart from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Scatterboo, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
To Malik Neighbors. A gain of 1 yard on the play.
Now back to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Daniel Bellinger, as the first half is winding down. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Gano the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation. If they just...
And that's caught inside the 35. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
A 46-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll have time for 1 play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete on the deep ball. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, but to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. His throw incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A throw right side caught by Neighbors. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here's Dart. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. And they'll throw again. Dart. That's complete. It's Neighbors. And just shutting him off there. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Giants are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point try good by Gano. And that will level the playing field at 17-all. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
Yeah, Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Hurts changing up the play. They go play action here on first down. This one deep for Wilson. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
An excellent gain, 35 yards.
That's good for a New York Giant. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now Dart. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. You want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Hurts gets this to Saquon Barkley out of the backfield. Down the right sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Go Silver, ready? Hey! Tiger Hornet! Alpha, Alpha, Alpha! Hey, Silver, Silver, Silver! 63, 63! Delta!
Hurts sets up to throw it. That's to the pylon and incomplete. That one doesn't find its target. All in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers getting together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Hurts scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Throwing from the gun here, Dart. Flushed out right. Throw out to Bellinger, and he's got it along the sideline. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the gun, Dart. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Dart to throw on 4th down. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
At the 33-yard line.
Here's Dart once more. He connects with Hyatt. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Steps away. Bellinger hauls it in out left side. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10.
That's another New York Giants.
Throwing, Dart. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Giants have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
The Giants will line up.
They'll look to throw. It's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to cut the deficit down to 4.
31. Giants 25. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he returns this to the 22.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead. Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Throwing is Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now. All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. From the 48-yard line, here's second down and 3. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Here now, third and a yard.
And it's third down.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
180.
Now a toss right to Barkley. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Here's Hurts to throw. That is caught. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 26.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
Barkley, inside handoff. And that should do it. He's got a first down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here.
A gain of 14. First down, Eagles.
Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They